Before the world knew his voice, before millions sang his words without realizing why they hurt so beautifully, James Blunt lived a life that seemed to be heading in a completely different direction. He wasn't chasing fame. He wasn't dreaming of stages or lights. He was following a path chosen long before music ever found him. James grew up in a disciplined world. Order, structure, expectations. He trained at a military academy, learned to follow commands, to suppress emotion, to move forward without hesitation. Strength in that world meant silence. Vulnerability had no place, and so he learned to carry everything inward. As a young officer in the British Army, James was sent to Kosovo. It was there, surrounded by tension and uncertainty, that something inside him quietly shifted. He witnessed fear, loss, and the fragile nature of human life. In moments when the world felt unbearably loud, he turned inward, to reflection, to writing, to music. And not as an escape, but as a way to stay human. Few people know that during this time, James was ordered to engage in a situation that could have escalated into violence. He chose restraint. He chose not to pull the trigger. That decision, unseen and largely unknown, shaped him more than any medal ever could. It taught him that strength is not always action. Sometimes it is refusal. When he eventually left the army, there was no applause waiting, no guarantees, just a guitar, a fragile confidence, and a voice shaped by everything he had held back for years. His early days in music were uncertain. He slept on floors, wrote songs alone, questioned whether this quiet, emotional honesty had a place in a loud world. Then came the songs. Not grand anthems, not aggressive declarations, but gentle confessions. Songs that felt like thoughts people were afraid to say out loud. When You're Beautiful reached the world, it wasn't just a hit, it was recognition. People heard themselves in his vulnerability, in his restraint, in his softness. What many didn't see was how uncomfortable that visibility felt for him. Success didn't erase doubt, it amplified it. Being heard meant being exposed. And yet, instead of hardening, he stayed open. He allowed his work to remain personal, even when it became public. He didn't retreat into a persona. He stayed himself. James Blunt never pretended to be larger than life. He didn't build his career on bravado. He built it on truth, on emotional precision, on the courage to feel deeply in a culture that often rewards numbness. Even after success, he remained self-aware, almost disarmingly honest about his flaws, his doubts, his humanity. He reminded people that sensitivity is not weakness, that reflection is not failure, that a quiet life can still echo loudly. James Blunt's story isn't about overnight success, it's about choosing authenticity over expectation. Listening to an inner voice even when it doesn't match the script you were given. It's about understanding that sometimes the most powerful journeys are the ones that look ordinary from the outside. And maybe that's the real reason his music stays with people, because it doesn't shout, it listens. And in listening, it reminds us of ourselves. Because every life is a thread, and every thread has a story.